Top story. A producer for America's CNN news channel has apparently been filmed saying the network's Russia coverage is more about ratings than offering solid facts. Investigative journalism group Project Veritas has released a hidden camera video conversation. We're about to show you a clip, although RT's not yet been able to verify its authenticity.
Then why is CNN constantly like Russia this, Russia that?
Because it's ratings.
Because it's ratings?
Our ratings are incredible right now.
But honestly, you think the whole Russia is just like
Could shit. I mean, it's mostly shit right now. Like, we don't have any big giant proof. I just feel like they don't really have it, but they want to keep digging. Mm-hmm. And so I think the president is probably right to say, like, look, you are witch hunting me.
And the CEO of CNN said in our internal meeting, he said, good job everybody covering the climate accords, but we're done with it, let's get back to Russia.
Okay, let's go live now to our correspondent Caleb Maupin for more on the leaked video. So we just saw the footage there. Caleb, what's the story surrounding it?
Well, we have to be careful because as of now, the video is not yet verified. But it would appear that the person shown in the video is John Bonifield, who actually has a page on CNN's website. Now, according to him, CNN has mentioned Russia roughly 16,000 times since the election. And almost every time CNN has been mentioned, they have called it breaking news, even if the reports are unverified. They've reported on rumors, speculation, unverified sources, in an attempt to say that Trump has improper ties with Russia. Now, not surprisingly, this has caused a bit of a falling out with the White House. Let's take a listen.
Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a question. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you stay categorical?
You are fake news.
Attacking our network. I just want to ask you, sir.
I'm changing it from fake news, though.
Doesn't that undermine...
Very fake news.
I know, but aren't you...
Now, Project Veritas founder James O'Keefe has become famous for hidden camera videos in which he gets people to open up in ways that they usually wouldn't do. Now, this has gotten him in trouble in the past. He's currently facing a $1 million lawsuit for a video in which he pretended to be someone else, posed as someone else, and interviewed people working for a contracting firm that was allegedly working for the Democratic Party. Now, O'Keefe says this lawsuit is simply intimidation. Now, if things are as they appear in this video, it seems that the fake news label will be on CNN's back for quite a long time.
Caleb Maupin bringing us up to date with what we know about that story so far. Thanks, Caleb. Well, in another development, 3 CNN journalists who worked on a now retracted Russia-related story have had to resign. The network says they didn't follow its standard editorial processes. Donald Trump has reacted to that, once again accusing CNN of publishing fake news. Okay, I'm happy to say that we've got live on the program now the communications director for Project Veritas, Stephen Gordon. Stephen, you're very welcome to RT. Yeah, first of all, what led you to carry out this investigation?
We've been going after the mainstream media for a long time because they are the gatekeepers. They are the one that stops information from flowing. During this last election cycle, we circumvented the mainstream media. We had to go around them to get the truth out. Now we're going directly after the mainstream media. We're going straight for the jugular.
How did you manage to speak to the producer in the video? And just as an aside to that question, Stephen, I believe he's a supervising producer for the CNN medical unit, though he does have a lot of experience, 15 years or so, with CNN. Is he in a position to speak for the channel or give his thoughts on this issue?
He's sitting in meetings, as he said, with Mr. Zucker, their chairman. He's sitting in those meetings. He's part of the decision-making process or privy to the decision-making process, we're not sure which, of what they air and what they don't air. His own pieces were dropped so they could carry Russia pieces. So he's right in the middle of that mix of what they air and what they don't air. Yes, he's certainly qualified to speak to the issue.
Just one of the aspects to this, just some criticism I've been looking on some of the mainstream media sites about the way that these admissions were obtained. They're calling it unethical. Do you think that they are in any way unethical, getting this information, like a private conversation, and getting those views from him?
If there's no other way to get the information, CNN is not going to stand up and say, yes, this is our politicians or corrupt people are not going to sit up there and brag on the podium that we're corrupt. The only way to get to the truth sometimes is with undercover video, which has a very rich and long and proud tradition, undercover investigations of obtaining the truth when other mechanisms fail.
Just tell us, have you heard back from CNN or the person indeed filmed in the video?
We heard that CNN said that they aren't going to put out any sort of statement. However, they're sort of tweeting out some stuff, and we're tweeting back at them. And Donald Trump's tweeting at them. We're right in the mix with them right now on Twitter.
What we have, this footage, if verified, it's got huge implications for a year-long investigation. Donald Trump, etc., Russia have come out and said that there is no links there. Did you expect to receive that information that you got in the end?
We weren't specifically looking for this angle, but I mean, this is a general area we were going. We didn't know exactly what we would catch. We caught it. But what do you mean not verified? It's video. It's a fact. It's on video. What do you mean by verified?
Well, we have to verify it as well, as I'm sure you'll understand that we cannot do it unless we have certain aspects that we go through as a news channel. We do try and give what we know. I'm talking from our point of view ourselves, Stephen. Veritas, you're already facing one major lawsuit, aren't you? Do you expect a backlash after this for the implications that it could lead to?
I'm not expecting a backlash from this particular video because we followed the law. We followed both the letter and the intent of the law with how we obtained the video. And we're going to get sued from time to time. Most of these suits are frivolous or to make a point. And with respect to the $1 million lawsuit you brought up, we are certainly glad that they sued us because there's a criminal investigation going on in a different state. And this opened the discovery from the lawsuit that they filed against us is probably going to get their people thrown in jail.
OK, we've heard also that it's just the first part of the expose that you're doing on CNN. Could you maybe clarify that and tell us, could we expect more?
Obviously, we're not going to tell you what's coming up or who the exact targets are, but we have many targets in the mainstream media that we're actively working on, and we'll have more on CNN coming sometime very soon.
OK, you can't give us a taste of what we can expect while we have you on the program, because it's very good to have you.
Unfortunately not. We have people undercover. I mean, consider it from the angle of, from our perspective. We have people undercover. If we tell you what we're doing and where we're doing it, obviously it's going to blow their cover. So, no, we can't. But we would like to put the mainstream on notice, though. Veritas is everywhere.
All right, well, we appreciate coming on the program to explain what you got, the footage that you uncovered, some very, very interesting video there. Stephen Gordon, Communications Director for Project Veritas, thank you.